So I personally don't like speaking on things that I'm not very well versed in, so I'll do the best to answer this, but really the best people to talk about with those breeds are the breeders that breed those breeds, but I will talk about what I know about them. So it's important to remember that just like you're talking about Frenchies, boxers, Frenchies especially, something like 98-99% of those are bred by backyard breeders and not well ethical breeders. So just like that with Persians, there are a lot of backyard breeders that breed Persians, and a ethical reputable breeder is going to be breeding to improve the breed to keep them healthy. So something like their nostrils is very important to them. That's something that the judges always look at. They're not fans of like teeny tiny nostrils that inhibit the cat's breathing. So any things that you're researching are usually skewed. Like, I work in veterinary, and I guarantee in all the years I've been at the 2 veterinary clinics that I've been to, my cats are the only well-bred that come in there. I mean, we live in Kansas, so there's a lot more backyard breeders than there are ethical breeders, so mine are probably the only well-bred animals that my veterinarians see. And they are definitely biased against breeders because of that. And they're like, oh, well, you're the exception. I was like, no, I'm not. This is what a breeder should be doing. And if they aren't doing that, they're backyard breeders. You shouldn't just diss on particular breeds because you're seeing the badly bred animals in that. So, I know Persian breeders, they're definitely are trying to make the healthiest cats they can. I've had a backyard bred Persian, and that's a breed that I don't know if I could personally get into because of just how easily things could go wrong. I absolutely adore them, and I would have another foster Persian in a second. Burmese is one that I know they are, certain breeders are trying to do crossbreeding. They're allowed in certain registries to breed with different breeds to help with the inbreeding coefficient. I know that Burmese all started from one female cat, so unfortunately the inbreeding coefficient is really high with them. So there are breeds that are similar that they can breed with to help make them healthier, help with the inbreeding coefficient. Selkirks, I'm not quite sure why, because of their looks, maybe you're not a big fan of them. They're not a super popular breed, and most cat breeds that you see, just like Munchkins, they all started from a genetic mutation, a naturally occurring genetic mutation that we were like, ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's breed into that, and the felinologists, created the breed from that. But a lot of the like naturally occurring mutations, like with hair, there really isn't anything to worry about health-wise because of that hair mutation. With like Munchkins, I'm not going to try to sell somebody on how great Munchkins can be because, it does change their structure. And I don't personally think I could breed Munchkins, but as long as a breeder is doing their due diligence to not cause harm, then I don't have a problem with them. The only, the way I have issues with breeding is, for instance, Scottish folds. You don't breed a fold to a fold. It increases your chances of getting folded kittens, but when you do that, you also increase the possible issues with the connective tissue that causes the folding. So an ethical cat breeder is not going to breed a fold to a fold. They're going to breed a fold to a straight to reduce any chances of having any issues. So I don't personally have issues with that unless they're breeding like a foal to a foal, and they know it's like people that breed a merle to a merle, and they create double merles, and they know that that can cause health issues, and they do it to, you know, make money essentially, because it increases their chance of being able to sell these merle puppies and make people pay more for a color, which is not ethical. It costs me the same to raise a brown kitten as it does a black smoke. I will never charge more for a particular color because it's just not ethical to do that. So I hope I answered your question. If you have any more, if it's something that I know what I'm talking about, I will speak on it. But, you know, I'm a Siberian cat breeder, so I don't know everything about every breed, but I try to educate myself as much as I can on as many breeds as possible, because I love cats and I like knowing what I'm talking about, especially working in the veterinary field and working as a groomer. I like being able to talk to people about their breed and be knowledgeable about the breed.